Oh boy, one of the most beloved fountains have stopped working. What is going on? The hummingbirds absolutely love this. This is nothing more than a 2-gallon bucket and a bowl and a solar fountain kit. Look at this. The hummingbirds come to it, house finches come to it, goldfinches and everything. But right now, nothing will be taking a bath here. And they're going to be very disappointed. But what's causing it? What's at the end of the cord? Nothing. You know what this is? The cord got either chewed by an animal or accidentally cut by a gardener, who is working in the garden trimming plants. And that happens once in a while, because after all, these solar fountain kits with the long cord and the panel can easily be cut. But let me tell you something. That can't be, because the birds love it. So the first thing we're going to have to do is remove the pump and the solar fountain kit, the whole thing, and we're going to get this thing fixed, because these things are easily fixed. Don't toss them out. It's nothing more than a couple wires, and you'll see. So let's get this to my fixer around here, who can get this put back together so the birds can enjoy themselves. And you'll watch and see how easy it is to fix them when you have this issue too. Let's get this thing put together and back in business for these birds. So before he starts, what I did was I took a little bit of dish soap and I washed the panel. Might as well. He's getting his stuff together and he's going to put it together for us. So keep your panels clean so they run really good. Now what he's going to do is he's going to cut the wire. Now you have a lot of wire here, so if you make a mistake, you can always recut it. He's cutting off the end there because it looked a little bit chewed. So he's making 2 clean cuts on each of the wires. Now he's going to the other side of the wire and he's kind of looking where it's the cleanest, where the wire doesn't look chewed or anything. So he's taking a piece off each side, as you can see. One was just a little bigger than the other because he wanted to have 2 nice clean pieces of wire. Now, if you've got a wire cutters where it can strip, a wire stripper, you can use that. If you don't, you can use a knife. But what you need to do is take that top layer of rubber off, that plastic that's coating the wires that are inside the big wire. That wire has 2 wires in there. Generally, one is red and one is black. Once in a while, you'll find that when you open it up, you'll have a, let's say, a black wire, and then you'll have one that is black and white. It has a stripe on it. Depends on the manufacturer how they put it together. This one has a red one and a black one. Now you've got to strip those also. Now you have to do it on both wires. You'll see the other side and this side. You can use a knife and just gently take it off. Just work at it slowly. If you've got a different method of doing it, some people use a match or melt it off, that's up to you. But I know that this is the way we do it, is we use a knife and we just kind of get that rubber off because it needs to make contact with the other wire we're going to put together. So you've got to get it all off. It's real simple. And then if it's got threads kind of in there, just twist it, because the wire is not one piece of wire, it's multiple wires inside. Same thing here. He's removing the outer layer casing on the wire to expose the 2 wires that are inside. And again, he's just gently going around with a knife until it will slip off like a straw. It'll just slip right off once you trim it or cut into it all the way around. So just take your time. And like I said, if you make a mistake, cut it off and start over, because you've got so many feet of wire on these solar fountain kits. So now you're going to do the same thing on the other half of the wire. You're taking the outer casing off to expose those 2 wires. Now again, you're going to have to strip those wires as well, because those are also covered in plastic. So you're going to go through and just gently take it off. If you kind of go around with a knife, it will come apart, it will separate, and then you can slip it off. And then you twist them, because there are strands of wire in there. You want them twisted together. And then the same thing here, get a nice clean cut. Do it gently or you'll go through and cut your wire, and then you'll have to start over. And then you slip it off. See how it comes off the rubber? And now you've got the wires exposed. Now all you have to do is very simple. Make sure when you put them together is you're going to put red to red and black to black. So it will continue the power circuit from the solar fountain panel to the pump. This way you'll have your electricity flowing again. When the sun is out, we don't have a lot of sun today, you'll start your pump running and you'll have your water going. So see, now he's twisting them together. So he's putting the black to black, twisting those two together. And you'll see that even when you strip it, you can look and see which was black and which was red. And then red to red. Now, here he is cutting off some black electrical tape. You really should get that. You can get those at the dollar stores as well. He usually uses a scissors. He forgot his scissors, so he's cutting it with a knife. It's quicker with the scissors. So he's taping the one that he stripped, whether it's the black or red, it doesn't matter. But the black to black, he's taping those two wires together. So the first thing you want to do is wrap tape around the two blacks that you put together. Keep that in mind. We're not putting them all together in one bunch. You're going black to black. Now, when he does the other one, he'll do the same thing. He'll repeat it. And so let's say he's doing the red one now. Now he's going to put the two reds together and then he's going to wrap them. You don't want them touching. That's why they were wrapped in plastic, because the electrical flow can't go through that way. So you wrap the two red ones together after you twist them together with black tape. And then you do the same thing with the black one. Now you can put them together, just like it did was in the cord. You can put the two together, and now you're going to wrap it really good and tape it whatever way you want. He's kind of putting it lengthwise here, and then I can see he's going to wrap it with the black electrical tape, because you don't want water getting in there or it will corrode. It might work for a while, but if it gets too wet, it will stop working again. So now you can put them all together because the two reds are taped and sealed and the two black wires are taped and sealed. And now you just wrap your tape around and make it really nice and tight as you can, to keep it as waterproof as possible. It's not going in water, but it will be exposed to the weather, you know, in case it rains. And so do the best you can. They're really easy, these. It doesn't matter if it gets a little wet, but this will really work really good. And we do this all the time. Oh, does that mean we cut them? No, things get to them. Squirrels get to them sometimes. So we just put it back together just like this. And now you've got them completely sealed, and it should work really good. If it doesn't, you can take it apart and redo it again in case maybe it didn't make the right contact or good close contact, the red or the black wires. But here he's just rolling it to kind of give it a little shape to it. That's all there is to it. Now, we're hoping the sun will come out and we can test this and see how it works. As Zoe, our little helper, watches. Problem was right now, we had a lot of clouds, but see that? We can see movement, which means we've got electricity going through. But we need sun. So I saw a little bit of a breakthrough in the clouds, and I quickly plugged it together to see, and there we go. It is working. Now it's just a matter of getting it set up, because those birds are waiting for their fountain. So I went back into the garden. I see sky, so we have a little bit of sky right now, and I am setting up the panel back where it was on top. I use the paper towel holder. It works really good. Go watch that video if you need a holder. All I did was zip tie it up on the top there, and now I can just lay my panel in there. I already have water in the bucket, and I cleaned the tube too during all this, and there it is. It is working. And do you think the birds were happy? See, there it is. It's all taped back, and there is the panel up on the paper towel holder just sitting there. I actually have two of them up there. And look at that. Is that not gorgeous? And let me tell you something. Within minutes, the birds were coming. It was so funny. Those are two house finches. And they were so excited the pair came. Look, our water is working again. I do have a whole video on how to make this simple bucket solar fountain. It's so easy. I'll put a link to the video because the hummingbirds love it, all the birds love it. But I hope I gave you some ideas on if you find your cord for some reason chewed in half, cut in half, or chewed by a little dog. You know now how you can put it together, fix it, and put it back for the birds. So with that, have a wonderful day. And don't forget to eat what you grow. Bye-bye.